like a zombie for trick or treat with Alan. Spooky Alan.
I saw people were all bent out of shape because Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, who are unbelievably still together. He dressed up like a priest. And she dressed up like a, I don't know what, dominatrix or something. And she had a leash around her neck, and oh my God, everybody got all bent out of shape. Christians were outraged.
And they never get outraged. They don't like getting outraged.
It's always interesting what they choose to get upset about. She was like kneeling in front of him, taking communion. Ugh. What the hell is wrong with you people, said one person. Unacceptable, said another person. No one should ever mock someone. First of all religions should be equally mocked. Let's get that out of the way. But there's a lot of picking and choosing of what you choose to get upset with, by the way. This is why they're doing that. They're trying to get people going, hey, have you seen this picture, right? I got to start following one of these two on social media. I don't follow either of them. I got to start doing that.
See them when they were dressed up. They did a few different costumes.
Yeah, they did. Tommy Lee and Pam was the one that I saw.
Snorted some cocaine off her boobie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She's starting to look more like Kim Kardashian every day, by the way. Megan Fox. She seems to be, maybe she's gotten like dermabrasion or something. She's looking pretty smooth these days. And I like that outfit. He's got like a cassock on with the stole and I like that. Reminds me of when I was an altar boy.
Making your loins tingle?
I mean, we didn't have anybody like Megan Fox walking around, but I mean.
Machine Gun Kelly should dye his hair like that.
Blonde?
Black?
No, like black. Like
black.
Tommy.
Yeah. Makes his eyes pop more.
Is that what you want?
I'm serious. I'm looking at this picture. I'm like, dude, looks good like that.
I've never really paid that much attention to Megan Fox. She's not really my cup of tea. But did she become like more juggy recently or something?
She's always had a pretty killer
Has she
body.
really?
Yeah.
But she's had a rack?
Yeah.
I always thought
she's
she was.
also been tiny too, so I think it makes her boobs look bigger.
Well, she got kids, right? So that'll.
I think so.
Yeah.
She's
with
got
Brian Austin Green.
Pretty big boobs.
Okay.
And then, then you push them together and push them up, so the clothes are doing some work too.
I see.
Yeah.
The Pope, speaking of people getting outraged, the Pope has asked, and I guess there's nothing I ever even considered, or I thought that it was nothing that would be spoken about publicly. The Pope has asked members of the clergy, priests and nuns, to delete whatever adult apps they have on their phones. So here's a guy's like, look, I know what you guys are looking at.
Like Tinder?
I like porn, probably.
I would say keep the adult apps on your phone.
Yes.
Please.
I don't want you replacing it with something else.
Yes. We would much rather
I'm
you
so
be
happy
looking
you
at
have
that.
adult apps on you.
If you have YouTube Kids on your phone, please delete that.
You got to lean in to where the good news is.
Hey, I molest children.
What?
Let's see if you were paying attention.
I was on the phone.
Doesn't mean you can't pay attention.
Well, I was. Last thing I heard was Megan Fox has giant boobs and Machine Gun Kelly should dye his hair black. That's the last thing I heard.
Mm-hmm. I know. So Pope Francis, the most popular guy that nobody pays attention to, said that
now that's you, Alan.
You son of a motherless. The devil enters from these apps on your phone.
Oh, so do others.
What is Mrs. Gooch going to think about this?
Oh, no.
Remember Mrs. Gooch?
Yeah, she's all mad about the
Hocus Pocus mom.
too.
Getting in, and that to her is the same as the Pope and those porn apps.
A worst case scenario is that you unleash hell on your kids and in your home.
Jamie Gooch is a mother of 3 and the
Yeah.
owner of Gooch Family Farms in Troy.
I wonder if Gooch Family Farms will sell me half a cow.
Maybe.
They specialize in a very specific part of the cow.
How has like the atheist community not? Well, I guess not even atheists.
There's not really a community.
The Satanist community not like put their money together and come up with like a Satan's only app like .com or something like that. A Satan dating community.
Don't need one.
They might have
Yeah,
something.
because
I mean,
how do you know all the local like devil worshippers in your area?
Because there's no real devil worshippers.
yeah, they don't worship the devil. I mean, but
That's not
also,
what Satanists do.
yeah, also
I don't know
they
Satanists.
probably don't care what you do, as long as you're not pushing it on somebody else.
Yeah, but they
They're
might
probably not only looking to date other people in the life.
I would say they might not want to have like a believer spouse, so that probably causes a lot of problems. It's just like dating. If you're a Republican and you're looking for a wife, you might not mesh with a Democrat. You might
Yeah, I don't know.
get another Republican.
I mean, Mary's brother is married to like a hippie chick or something, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, are you sure she's hippie or does she
They're
just
not
like?
hippie. She likes Bernie. She's a socialist. She's the type of Christian who understands Jesus.
And how did they meet? I mean, I don't want to
They
get into all the
also
business,
have been
but-
together since she was 14. They met at church camp.
Oh boy.
So this was before politics came into play. So
Yeah,
she was
they
like,
met
I
at
know your
church
soul.
camp. So they've known each other they've been married over 20 years now.
That's insane.
See, that's very successful. I can't knock that. Like, no matter what your political beliefs are, that doesn't ring to me like a bad person.
They've
Bad
been
peop-
together over 20 years.
But-
Let me correct that. They did not get married
but
when she was
still,
14.
being committed to someone that long,
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Right.
that does not have the qualities of being a horrible person. I just don't.
No, he's not. I've said that 100 times.
No, I'm agreeing with you, but like to Bill's point, like he's like, oh, you can't be a good person and support this thing. Yes,
No.
you can.
No. I didn't say. I said there are things that he believes that I don't think would make him as good of a dad as he could be.
Okay.
With dad of two daughters.
Yeah, I just
Because of certain things that he supports.
But to him, supporting those things makes him a better father.
Right, but it's still bad.
To you.
No, but to people.
It's bad to you because you don't believe the same things as
Right,
him.
because the things he believes are silly because he shouldn't.
You're so accepting until people don't agree with you. You know
oh,
that?
the tolerant left.
Right.
Right, but because they
But you can't
take
be
rights
tolerant
away.
and be intolerant of the intolerant.
Yes,
can.
you can. You are required to be intolerant of intolerance.
Yes, I'm intolerant of racist and people that take people's rights and people that try to harm people.
I'm not
That's-
saying that what he believes is something I agree with. I'm just saying I understand that because of the way that he
All
believes.
I want you to say is that he is somewhat of a bad dad because he believes those things.
You can be a good dad and not have the same beliefs as me.
But that's why
he's a great father.
That's why I said if he's good to his wife and his kids love him. The other stuff, I mean, it would be one thing if it was consuming his life. Again,
Right.
I don't know how people have time at all for that kind of stuff, but he's finding time. He's finding time. There's a lot of people who lost their families over that kind of stuff.
Right.
Doesn't sound like he's in that category.
No.
So
Listen,
whatever.
I think my dad's a good person for the most part, but there's things that I believe that have made him a less good father because of his beliefs.
Really?
Absolutely.
Huh.
Because there's a disconnect.
But do you think
Right, but he didn't like castigate you your whole life for those things, right?
We're not close.
No, but I mean, he didn't like make your life a living hell because you didn't.
No, but
I mean,
he didn't.
you got excommunicated, and they were like, "Well, that sucks," but you know, I mean,
Well, it kind of brought shame to them, though, probably, because they're like, "Oh, you're that."
Take that.
yeah, but you move on. I mean, you know, not everybody makes it. Not
Okay, but
everybody
to
in
your
any
argument,
religion.
Bill-
Not everybody gets to the finish line.
Every parent does things that make their kids think they're a bad person. Whether
Right.
it's a
agree.
matter of abortion or not, you're going to screw your kids up, no
But
matter
if-
what you
but
do.
if
If you
you're-
punch a hole in the wall, that could be more detrimental than saying, "Hey, I believe abortion is murder."
But
But
if
then
your
you could
dad-
teach him to patch a hole in the wall. So
Get some
There's-
spackle
yeah.
and
It's
some of
like,
them
listen,
patches and some
Dad
drywall.
lost his temper. But you know what? He fixes his problems. If he makes mistakes, he makes up for it. So let's. I'll show you how to patch this wall.
Well, I will probably admit that I would probably think the relationship would be weird if my mom thought I was going to hell and she didn't want to have a relationship with me because she didn't want to get to a text because she knows that I'm going to burn.
But also, like, who
eternally.
who gets along with their parents 100%.
Nobody. That's my whole point.
Right.
Is that
I never said that.
you could be the best parent in the world, and you will do something that will make your kids look at you like a bad dad,
That's what I'm trying
regardless
to
of what
say.
you believe.
And I know this from experience. As the best dad in the world,
As
I have-
voted on by
I have-
Cleveland Scene Magazine.
I have a mug that says so.
Mine says world's best comedian. Or no, best comedian ever. That's what mine says.
You have a mug that says that.
My Aunt Deb got it for me.
Then it is true.
I thought so.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
Gay mug.
I don't have the energy for this today.
Oh, yeah, you do, sucker.
Hi.
Hi, Poundcake. What's going on, baby? How was your Halloween?
Halloween was good. I dressed as a pharaoh.
As a fairy?
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
With
Oh,
an H.
yeah, okay. I didn't hear what you said.
I think it's an H. Is it OH or H? I don't know how to spell
Is
pharaoh.
it, you dress like Farrah Fawcett? I think that's what you're talking about. Farrah
No,
Fawcett.
like the King Tut. Like the guy who had like his eyes too wide.
That would be a pharaoh.
Okay, yeah, that was a pharaoh.
He was born in Babylonia, moved to Arizona.
Arizona? That can't be right.
King Tut. I mean, I heard a song about it. It must be true.
You know, I don't think that's true.
So I noticed that you, when you were done dressing up, Poundcake, I saw when you got home and dressed up down. When you got that costume off,
Yeah, I didn't wear it with anything. I just had undies. That's all.
I saw what happened.
You saw me unzip?
I saw you unzip.
Did you like it? My new slim physique?
I didn't see that. I just saw you doing the slappy.
Yes, I did. So I had an edible. It was fine.
Had an edible.
Yeah, I tend to
I
do
don't
that
even
when
know
I.
what that is.
It's like something you consume that makes you high.
He's gone.
Ow. Damn.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
But that's when I was doing the slappy.
You ate something and it made you slappy.
Yeah, it feels better when you're high. So I took something to make me high, and then I did the slappy.
I see. You can still feel everything?
More intensely, yeah.
Sorry, I just threw up in my bag a little bit.
And now you have to float around with that. That's your issue,
I'm
not
so
mine.
heavy I can barely float. Oh, I gotta clean myself out now.
You leaking, bruh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Could you imagine a little ghost puke cloud floating?
So sorry. Oh no. It's like an orange mist.
It's stinking
Oh
here.
God, what did I eat? Please don't ever say that again.
No, I'm gonna say it every time now.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
That's what you get for spying.
I need to take, what did you say, an edible?
Yep.
I need to take one of them edibles.
Be careful about your milligrams, homie. They'll mess you up.
How many milligrams should a ghost bag take?
You should probably take no more than 10.
10 milligrams. That sounds like a lot. 'Cause I don't want to get sick again.
I say take 10 megagrams.
How much is a megagram?
That's more than 10 milligrams.
That sounds okay. Well, that sounds good to me then. And that is what I will do. I will see you later.
Take 10 Mega Mans.
Mega Man. What is a Mega Man?
What's that game?
What?
You never played Mega Man?
No.
You never played Mega Man on the NES?
NES?
Yeah.
No.
Nintendo Entertainment System? You never
Super
played?
Nintendo Chalmers? No, I didn't play that.
It was hard. It's
Alan,
really
I'm a
hard game.
31-year-old man, and I love my mommy very much.
We all do.
You know, we're not talking about that. I love my mom too.
I'm
But
not saying
you know,
don't
people,
love your parents.
yeah, of course.
I love my dad a lot, but there's a lot of things that he comes up short on.
Mm.
I have no problem telling him.
Alan, tell Poundcake to bring his ass down south and see the hospitality he receives.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that came from. I would love to go. I've been down south. I've been to a couple places.
I mean, to this guy, he might mean Southern Ohio.
I've been to Charleston. That was fun. I've
Yep.
been to Panama City Beach, Florida. I've been to Orlando, Florida. I've really never even made it to Miami. Or I've been to St. Augustine.
Uh-huh.
Never got to Miami, though. Or
Huh.
the Keys.
All right.
I think the South is just Florida, Dakota. He named
No,
9 cities
I
in
said
Florida.
Charleston.
Oh, in Charleston.
In Charleston.
Be-
The eastern seaboard, you take it south, and you'll end up in the south.
I've done Myrtle Beach.
Ugh.
I've been down south.
All right, listen. He might be
South.
talking Louisiana or Alabama. He might be talking Gulf Coast.
I need
Or further west.
I need my friends who travel nurse to go to New Orleans. So that's where I need to go. I would love to go to NOLA. Never been to Mardi Gras or nothing.
Don't call it NOLA.
Why?
This guy.
I've never been to NOLA.
Well, it seems like whenever you hit about the, what is that, 4:38 mark right now, 4:30 between 4 and 5, your show is just terrible, dude. I swear to God. I shut it off. You might as well just cut, hour and a half off of your day. I don't understand it. You used to be good, but I don't know what's going on now.
I blame the focus group because we, first of all, I don't think he knows what time it is. He said 4, 4:38, 5, 4, 5. It's all focus groups because we did one of these a while ago. And I said, hey, what is the most convenient? Obviously, I can't maintain for 4.5 hours. So we asked the focus group, what is the time of day in which you don't mind the show sucking? And they said between 4:38 and 5. Mm-hmm. And I've stuck to that ever since. So there's science behind his point there.
Well, also with daylight savings coming to an end, you're going to have to adjust for that next week.
Alan doesn't believe in daylight savings. We're not.
Science!
Well, I believe in it because it's a thing.
I'm so stoked we get an hour back.
Science is a liar sometimes.
But we don't. We're sleeping.
I just want to sleep in.
Sleepy little bitch.
Because I guarantee.
What are you
Why
gonna
is he
pour on a
tired?
Sunday?
He's got nothing but free time. What makes you so tired? You work 2 jobs. You got no money.
That's why I'm tired.
Why? I don't
make no money.
What is
do you
he?
mean?
I don't know why. I still.
He just gave both reasons why he's tired. Because
he's
he works
explained
2
it.
jobs and has no money. That
He's
would make anybody tired.
That doesn't make you tired.
It does make you tired. What you
Oh,
mean?
please.
I get home, I'm like, oh.
Mentally exhausting.
Yeah. And I was, what am I going to do? Oh, you got a grocery shop? Okay, make it work with $11.
No, don't you
No
do
one.
that. You're not
By
that
the way,
poor.
I know we've talked about it a billion times, but still, nobody can understand why he doesn't have any money.
No, no one can.
Because he paid his friends back. He owed them a lot.
But it can't just be that.
Money.
You can't be poor because you're still paying people back for trips you go on.
No, I have bills. And
Your mom pays your phone bill.
Okay, but
Isn't your car paid off?
Yes.
Do you have an addiction you're not
So?
telling us about?
Where's all the money go?
Insurance, insurance, what was the other?
Well, how much
Insurance,
are your bills a
rent.
month? Hit me with what your bills are every month.
What's your nut?
What's your rent?
My rent, well, I split it with my roommate, so it's like, that's $450.
Okay.
Pardon
what's your car?
Wait, you're having trouble paying
$450 a
$450
month,
of
and
rent?
you have no money?
Hold
That's
on,
my phone bill.
Hold on. What's your car insurance?
About 100.
100.
Dude.
What else do you pay? What other bills do you have?
The phone bill, and then
How much is your phone bill?
The phone bill is only like 50. But
Yeah, it's like 50
Okay.
bucks.
Okay, hold on.
Calm down. I have student loans, but that's been on forbearance, so that's fine.
So that doesn't count.
And then I have mostly my medical stuff, like my medical insurance. That's the stuff that hit me the
How
hardest.
much does that cost? How does medical every month?
It varies now because I pay it. I don't necessarily see it, so it comes out of my check. But when I go to the hospital, or like when I go to any type of like,
Okay, what about like utilities? Like electric, gas.
That varies. That's actually the most expensive. Probably
So like what, 150 a month?
150 to 160, yeah.
Okay, so we'll say 175 just to give you a. So your total bills a month are only $775.
Okay, but I don't make that much.
You don't make $700. You don't make $200 a week.
No, I do, but I still there's other things. I have to live. I have gas. I have other things I have to do. Like I'm.
All right.
So if we round up, we'll say $1,000 a month.
Okay.
You're not making $250 a week.
He doesn't know. It's just slipping through
What
the
if he actually
cracks.
has a bunch of money? He's just
He's
so
just
bad
not
at
good at
paying
accounting.
attention. Yeah.
He's got a bunch of subscriptions to things he doesn't realize he still has.
No, I do, but my money
I'm
has
paying
gone.
Grindr every month. What?
No, and I live way below my means. But the money that I had that I saved, I told you that stuff was literally all me, just the vacations and stuff.
Sure.
So that part I take responsibility for. But the rest, with my health stuff, like I haven't had new glasses in forever. I need new glasses.
Well, then you shouldn't be taking vacations.
But I don't take them that often, and that was like a
Doesn't
once-in-a-lifetime
matter.
thing. Okay, yeah, and I said,
on the most
that is my
vacations
bad.
of all of us this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my bad, and I should not have done that.
Here's what I think you should do. I think you should find a way to make more money under the table.
Yeah.
No, he's under the
Literally
table.
under the table.
Cody's trivia night. But you plan the trivia not based on the correct answer, but what you want the answer to be.
Hey, Cody, the Powerball drawing is $1.2 billion.
There you go.
Take $10
You got
instead
a
of
great
Uber
odds
Eats.
of winning that.
Go get you a $1.2 billion winner.
I haven't Uber Eats in like 2 months.
So this is what that doesn't make sense that you don't have any money. If you're not spending money
I'm
and your bills haven't gone
I'm going
up.
to the grocery store. What are you talking
Grocery stores are like, what, $50 a week?
I get enough food for a
You know,
few
things
days.
are expensive now. That can't
few
help,
days.
but still.
Gas is expensive. You act like I need maintenance on my car. There's day-to-day things that I just don't necessarily take into account as a bill because I'm just living my life. But there are things I have to pay for.
Okay. I was just curious. As was the audience. I'm going to take a break. I'll have passes for you doing an advanced screening of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I don't know if there's a colon in there, but we're going to do it a couple of nights before it's in theaters everywhere. So we're going to do it on the 9th. Drops in theaters on the 11th. And we'll get you to a screening out at Cinemark Valley View 1 week from tomorrow night. So we'll do that coming back 35192 if you want to text. Another $1,000 on the way, too. You can go fund yourself with $1,000 coming up at 5:30.
The Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play The Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
From the Universal Windows Direct Weather Center, WMMS Weather.
Clear skies tonight with your overnight lows in the 40s. And for your Wednesday, it's going to be mostly